Right, we are back with more Football Manager here and back with Manchester United. And we're going to be going from the beginning of the 2021 year all the way to the end of March in this video. First things first though, we have the third round of the FA Cup, which gives us a chance to play some of the younger players, I suppose. We've got Walsall. I don't know what level they are at this game at this point in time. I think they're League 1 normally, but they could be a little bit higher. But I need to... Let's create a second team here, I think. Let's create like a backup team, a second team. If I go Squad Hub, is it? No, it's not Squad Hub. What am I doing? Team Sheets, that's the one. So if I add a team sheet and call it, I don't know, second. And this could be the team that we want to use. It's not a terrible team, but it's a team we can use for cups and stuff like that. Right, so it would be... Konate. Let's get Tonali in there. Rodrigo at the left. McTominay comes in. Dan James. I think we put some of these lads on the bench last video, didn't we, as well? Oh, not on the bench, on the transfer list. We'll have to wait and see what happens with that. Let's bring in Twanzabe. Anyone else we can use who's... So I don't want to bring in anyone who's not really good, but I feel like we might have to. So we got Anton. I think will be a good option because he has a very, very good potential. Anthony Martial because Rashford's in the main side. Rafferty, let's bring you in at left back, I suppose. And then... We have another centre back we can use. Not really. We could do another centre-back, really. There's Guerrero, whatever his name is. Of course, Upamecano is currently away on loan. It would normally be Maguire, but of course he's not 100% fit at the moment. So we'll leave Jimenez in for this game. And then De Gea can be switched then for Henderson. There we go. So that team should still be very capable of winning this game. But it's not our strongest side. And it also has an unavailable player. That's useful, isn't it? So let's go to here. So, of course, it is Zaha on the bench who's not 100% fit. So let's bring on Fernandes. We have a bit of a backup just in case the game goes to pot. And also in the process, we're playing a couple of younger players that should help boost them up as well. Right, here we go. Walsall. We should have our youth scouts back any second as well, I think. It's a 3-1 victory, 2 from Tonali and 1 from Rafferty as well. Nice. Very, very nice. So that's why we need to start to level some of these players up a bit. We're sort of building a new... what's the best way of putting it? A new era of Man United with all these young players we're bringing through. So it's going to take a bit of time. But hopefully it should be alright. We've got a Carabao Cup semi-finals coming up against Chelsea. The first of a two-legged affair. Transfer Wan-Bissaka is a no. We do have a monthly scouting updates though. So, Santiago Pons will leave you to scout for a bit longer. You're not good enough though. You're not good enough. You're not good enough. We'll scout you further. We'll scout you further. And you're not good enough. So, Argentina's a bit poor this month then. Next up then we have Larson who's away in Italy. 71 to 91, I probably will take that. We'll get rid of you. You will scout a bit further. You're a no. You're definitely a yes. Alessandro Ferrari, which is a really cool name as well. We'll take you. You're a no. And you're a no. Okay. So it's not too bad. We've done well there. And finally we have Green in England. Mason Moore's a no. Reece Davis is a yes. You're a no, my friend. Lewis Martin's a no. Patrick Ward's a no. Max Collins is a no. Ollie Alexander's a no. And Charles Bell will scout further. So we had a few young players that come through, actually. Pretty decent. Let's keep pushing forward. I'm sure Oh, there's an offer for Twanzebe, which is one we are going to accept, I think. So we're going to accept that offer. We're going to reject the Wan-Bissaka deal. So we're going to have a pretty small squad for the next year or so until some of these players level up, but it's just not worth us keeping players like Twanzebe when we could be giving other players like Rafferty the opportunities. McTominay wants to play more and Twanzebe wants to play more, which is fine. Yeah, we got Man City the weekend, because I wanted to play our strongest side in this game. I've noticed the upcoming match against Cholo. Okay, well we're not gonna have that team anyway. Leicester wants Dan James for 22.5 or 22.2 million, which again we will accept because we're not giving him enough football. We're not giving him the football that he deserves, so we're going to let him leave. Right, so we got Zaha on the bench still, who is injured slightly. So we'll bring him off, and we'll bring, I suppose, Dan James on for this game. So we're going to have to just keep developing our younger players as much as we possibly can, and they're going to be the players that are going to be taking us to the next level, hopefully. So let's go straight in. I probably should have done the press conference there, but I've skipped it now anyway. We beat Chelsea 3-0 in the previous episode, and we beat them 4-0 in this one. 2 from Havertz, 1 from Rashford, 1 from Dembele, and we missed a penalty. And that was only the first leg, so that's pretty good. It means we probably can rest a couple of players in the second game now then. Konate wants to play more. Twanzebe is gone. Okay, Twanzebe has left the club. Konate wants to play more. Is this the... I'm not going to play you in this game. I'll play you in the next game. I don't really want to play you in this game. Jadon Sancho's an 89 now. Wow, Havertz is 88 as well. Wan-Bissaka's 85. Delete and Jimenez both 87s. We do really have an amazing team at this point in time, don't we? An amazing team. Right. Let's do the press conference of this game, because Man City's not going to be an easy one. There's Olivia Solscar. What a leg end. You won your previous encounter with Manchester City by quite a margin. Do you expect that to happen again today? We're good enough to earn a clear win. Boom. Let's just morale up the players is the way to go. Given your current standings of you and your opponent's team, do you hope to get closer to the top spots? We'll get there. You put the game beyond any doubts last time. Congratulations. Do you reckon that your rivals Manchester City will be concerned at all? Man City's morale is irrelevant. Okay, we want to talk about our own players. There we go. That's all we have. So a bit of a boost there. That's done us well. Twanzebe has been sold. We've actually probably got quite a bit of transfer funds as well if we wanted to splash the cash on another player, I suppose, didn't we? We've got 114 million. Is there anyone on our transfer hub that's worth a look? There is Haaland, but I think we've got enough of those sort of players now, to be honest. There's Fatty. Fatty instead of... yes. That could be a shout. Fatty instead of Dan James. There's also Pedri as well. Carlos Elena, who's gone to Watford, okay. And Chilwell, Bentancur, Maddison. Jordi Alba's a bit old now. Jonathan Tah, Vinicius Jr. has also got a 90 plus potential. Modric, Isco, Draxler, Grimaldo, Telles, Coutinho, Fekir, Lo Celso. And there's some interesting options here. Arthur's a good shout as well. I'm liking the look of Fatty though, because of course he does have a 90 plus potential. So maybe we will let Dan James make his go, and then we'll bring him in. Right, so the same team that beat Chelsea now is facing off against Man City, and we lose 2-0. 2 goals from Aguero. Not great at all. Okay, do we go for Fatty or do we keep trying to bring our own players through? The problem is with our own players is they are very young and not highly rated as of yet. However, we are trying to build them up as quickly as possible, as you can see, as Gillespie hits a 60. Rafferty's now getting close to a 69. For who? So Dan James has been sold. We're currently 5 points off the top of the table. Transfer offer for Anthony Martial. I'm going to reject it, although, I mean, he's not our first choice, is he? But I am going to reject it because I think he's a really good backup player to have. Bentancur's been contacted by Liverpool. I think I'm happy at the moment with this team. Scott McTominay, 20.3 million. Again, a player that's just not getting a lot of football for us, so we might as well let him go. That way we can start utilising some of our younger players more. Newcastle await then. In the league. Important game. Yeah, Bayern, you can bugger off, mate. I'm not even going to respond to that. It's not even worth my time. Right, so a couple of important games here because we've been caught up a bit by Man City. Only 1 point behind us now. We're going to bring Konate in because he's unhappy about the lack of game time. And let's bring in Martial for a couple of games. Although Martial's morale seems to be quite high for some reason. I'm not quite sure why, but we'll take it. Right, so home against Newcastle. They've had a win, loss and draw in their last 3. Oh, that was a tight one, but we'll add another loss to that. Kai Havertz with an 88th minute winner after Fernandes actually missed a penalty. That's not ideal. But we'll take the win nonetheless. No real change for us there though, because Spurs and Liverpool both won their... Spurs and Man City both won their games even. Let's level these guys up again as much as we can. Rafferty's getting closer and closer to that 69 now. So once the player hits a 70, I mean, I'm normally going to level them all up to 65, but Rafferty I wanted to get up to a 70 just because he's a player we are playing a lot of. Tonali is unhappy about the lack of game time. Okay, so Jimenez comes in place of Delete. And then Delete comes off. We'll bring Chong onto the bench. And Tonali, let's bring you in place of Pogba. Because Tonali, we know you have a 90 potential. So we need you to play as many games as possible to build that up. Okay, Everton it is. Again, a win, loss and a draw in their last 3 for Everton. And we get a victory as well. 3-1, 2 from Sancho and 1 from Ousmane Dembele. Right, that's a good result. We can't see what it does to the world though, because we have now got an FA Cup game against Swansea. Which we are going to play our second side. Especially as you can see that apparently Henderson's fuming about the lack of playing time. And it is a 3-1 victory. 1 for Wan-Bissaka, 1 for Fernandes, and 1 for Rodrigo. That's good. Rest some of the big names. And get us through to the next round of the FA Cup. So let's switch the teams back over. And let's bring Rashford back in as well. We're going to leave Tonali in for a couple of games. And we're going to put Pogba in place of Fernandes as well. Pogba's 27. Fernandes is 26. Tonali 20. Havertz 21, 23, 20, 26, 21, 29 Alexandro. So Alexandro is going to be the one to replace soonest, I think. And possibly David De Gea as well. So let's push forward. We've got the second leg of the Chelsea game. Stop the sim, stop the sim, stop the sim. There you go. Yeah, I can do the training now. Bit worried I was going to miss the training there for a second. Let's get this done. So Anton gets up to a 65, which is nice. 65. 62. Rafferty was poor, really. Big game against Chelsea then. I mean, we've already won. Well, I say we've already won. We won the first leg 4-0, so we should be okay. Loan offer for Tahith Chong from PSV. Do we accept this now? I think we should do. I think we're not going to be able to offer him as much football as can be offered elsewhere, although to be honest, I don't think there's a lot of point in keeping him, because I feel like he's only got an 86 potential anyway. And I think we've got a lot of better players now, and he's age-wise, he's not really going to progress that quickly. Another 3-0. We won the 7-0 on aggregate. Another goal from Dembele, Rashford, and Kai Havertz. That puts us into the Carabao Cup final. We're on the hunt for our first bit of silverware then. Next up then, Leeds, another FA Cup game. Do we go for our weaker side again? It's not weak, don't get me wrong, it's not weak at all. It has a bit of different players in it, doesn't it? It's not the players I put in. Let's put Sancho in there. Let's put Gomez in place of Havertz. There we go. Boom, that'll do. Again, Gomez is another one that will probably get let go, to be honest, because I don't think we can offer him enough football to keep him developing at the level he is at. So, I don't know. Leeds. Oh, this is a league game. Oh, God, we got the 2-1 win. I thought that was FA Cup. Why not? Oh, it don't matter. Sancho got the win anyway. We got a bit lucky there because I really thought that was a cup game. Okay. The end of the window. I don't think we're going to spend any money here. I think we'll stick it out now to the summer. I don't think we're going to need to spend any money anyway, to be honest with you. I think the players we're bringing through for the academy are incredibly good. Loan offer for Tonali. I would have accepted if it wasn't Liverpool. Actually, no, I wouldn't have accepted because I need Tonali. We need him. He's our only backup centre midfielder that's a good rating. Okay, Aubameyang's gone out. Okay. Oh. Tonali offer retracted. Good. Oh, Brighton brought in Leun for the 0 price, apparently. That's interesting. Right, so that is the end of January transfer window, more or less. Yep, there we go. Boom. January transfer window done. And now it's the end of the month as well. So we have got youth squad monthly reports. Right. 81 to 91. Okay. 73 to 87. You're gone. 84 to 90. Not the sort of player I'd normally keep, to be honest, but I'll keep an eye on him. 74 to 92. 72 to 90. 75 to 93. 81 to 94. That's a nice one. 79 to 93, 76 to 94, 87 to 94. Come on, mate, hit 16. 84 to 94. Again, another Italian. That's Alessandro Ferrari. Well, that's all we got. That's some good players in there again. Some very, very good players. We just need to bring him in and start training him up, don't we, really? Right, talking of training. Rafferty's hit 69 now. Lovely. So we just want to get him up to a 70, is what we want to do with Rafferty. Then everyone else we want to get up to a 65, then we'll start training somebody else. Right, so we're still pretty much fixing the league. I've done this already. And we're still pretty much fixing the league. Right, stop sim. Okay, there we go. Right, youth scout reports. Okay, you're a yes. 76 to 94. 73 to 93 we'll take. You're a no. You're a no. You're a no. You should be a yes. Well, you're definitely a no. Is this the last month of this one, or is there another month left yet? I mean, if I do this, yeah, it's ended now. I'm just going to take the 70 to 94. The other two can be deleted, I think. Right, next up then. Right, you're a no. You're a no. See, this should carry on because I think this was a 9-month one, so this should carry on anyway. But there was nobody there. Lewis Morgan will continue scouting, but the rest of those were awful. The new, the Italian one, 76 to 94 will take you. You're a no. Italy's actually been very, very good for us, hasn't it? 74 to 94. You're a no. 74 to 94. 75 to 94. Wow, okay. Declan Hughes, you're just not going to be good enough, I'm afraid. I know that sounds really, really harsh. I knew Reece Davis as well, you're not going to be good enough. We want the creme de la creme, and I'm afraid this guy here could be up to 70, right? Alberto Mariani, right? Remember that name. 52 to 72, right? 52 to 72, Mariano. Yeah, take you. 52 to 72, Mariano. Let's go and check how good he actually is, because I always get bad luck on this. I've never had anybody come through very high. So where are you? Mariano. Mariano. There he is. 65. Actually, it's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. A lot better than I thought it was going to be. That's actually not too bad. I take it all back now then. I mean, you though, you're a 49. That's pretty poor. I just want to get some of these players to the right age. These two need to come up as soon as possible, I think. Right, anyway, we need to do youth staff. Right, so where are we going to send you to? We had good times in Italy, didn't we? Let's go for a bit of France. Why not? And then you, let's go for a bit of... Let's go for a bit of the Netherlands. Okay. Right, that's that set up. Let's keep pushing forward then. Is this another? This is another league game, isn't it? Yeah, I'm getting confused with league and cup at the moment. So we're currently 5 points beneath Spurs, still 1 point ahead of Manchester City. I mean, if we finish second in the league, that wouldn't be terrible. However, I don't want to finish second in the league. I want to finish higher than that, obviously. I pressed advance and nothing's happening. Okay. Yeah, obviously we want to finish a lot higher than this. Bristol City. So let's go with our main team again. Double injuries. Konate and Jimenez is... No, Maguire's still out. Okay. Well, this should be fun. We're going to have a bit of the young lad in the first team. Hins, can you play? No, you can only play right back. So you can play right back and centre back. So I think you're going to have to come onto the bench. Wow, Walsh is a 67. That's pretty good. So yeah, we're going to have to really just hope for the best that our... I'm actually going to play Wan-Bissaka at centre-back. But it's not ideal, but I think I would rather have a stronger centre-back than a right-back. Just for safety reasons. It is only Bristol City. So hopefully we should still do okay. They've lost their last 3 games. And we get a 3-1 victory. Goals from Sandro, Havertz and Dembele. Lovely. Lovely. And we, as I said, we caught up. We haven't. It's because we just played earlier than everybody else. So we'll have to wait and see if they can keep up with us as we push the training even further on. Anton getting closer to that 63. Remember, Anton is a Finnish player with a potential of over 90. This is good. We've got a nice big gap here. A huge gap before we get to this game against Liverpool. That should hopefully let us get our fitness back up of our players. Do we have... Right, so... Jimenez has got a slight knock. Who's good enough to go onto the bench then? Don't really need any strikers, do we? So these two probably not worth bringing on. Maybe Tavares as another midfielder. Where's the other defender I'm looking for? There's Konate, isn't it? You're all the way down here. So Konate looks like he also has a pretty bad injury. Zaha looks like he should be back soon. Jimenez, I think we're going to have to risk Jimenez because it is Liverpool. So we're probably going to have to risk putting our strongest team. Tonali's now up to an 82, but we are going to bring him out and bring Fernandes back in. Anyone else got up these stat points? Jimenez up to an 88, which is nice. Was De Gea always a 91? I can't remember. Either way, Gomez up to a 73. I think he was 72. Well, he definitely was 72 at some point. But this is a big game then against Liverpool. It's a big one against one of the other teams fighting for the top end of this table. Can we get the victory? We really need it. Yes, 3-2. Goals from Havertz, Rashford, and from the bench after a minute after coming on, Sandro Tonali. And they had a man sent off, Grujic. So that pulls us further away from Liverpool, which is nice. And now we go straight into the Champions League. Wow, okay. And let's keep pushing this then. Anton does hit that 63. Hughes is getting closer to that 65. This is going to be interesting. We've got a lot of news here to read. Is this news? This is a couple of player chats. You're the man for the job, Tonali. I don't know why you're saying you're not. Gomez loaned out, okay, and some interest shown in Haaland and that sort of stuff. Scout network set up, that's all fine. That's all just gunk that no one cares about. Right, the big one incoming then. The round of 16 Champions League against Dortmund. We have our strongest squad. Jimenez is more or less back from injury. Not 100% fit, but good enough. The team is looking as strong as it can be. Can we get a win away from home? This would be big if we could, because we would then get the away goals as well. It's a 1-0 win. Goal from Rashford away from home. That's really good, really important. And Rashford's picked up an injury now as we come into the EFL Cup final against Liverpool. The tough games just keep on coming. Rashford has picked up an injury. Thankfully, though, we do have an Anthony Martial on the bench, which is always useful. And then we can bring on Shaw or McMahon, one of the two of them. Let's bring on Shaw because he's taller. I don't know if that makes any difference whatsoever, but there you go. So, yep. We're going to go for the same team. We're going to try and get our first piece of silverware in this career mode in the shape of the EFL Cup. I think we got beat in the final last season in the EFL Cup, so let's see if we can pick it up this season. Come on. We played Liverpool a few games ago and beat them 3-2, and now we beat them 2-1, and we win the Carabao Cup. We have got our first piece of silverware. Boom. The board have got to be happy with that, surely. Surely. We won the cup. Excellent. Right, and Rafferty. Oh, even better. Rafferty hit to 70. Hughes hit to 65. Right. So we can change our training up a bit next time round. Bring a couple of fresh players in. Next up, then we've got Chelsea in the FA Cup. And it's the end of the month. Okay. Oh, mate. You've really just dropped down the rankings. You're 81 to 87. You're gone. 79 to 93, 78 to 94, 85 to 94, 80 to 94. Oh, God, you really took a downturn, didn't you? You're also not going to be good enough, I'm afraid, my friend. I don't know, haven't I? Yeah, Bello. Yeah, we'll keep you. Fontana we'll keep for now. Woohoo! 91 to 94. Brito, you're gone. 83 to 94, fantastic. 77 to 94, 78 to 94, 79 to 94. Okay. Do we take up you now then, I think? I think we do. Why not? Let's create some space in the academy. I'm happy with that. We got Manager of the Month. Excellent. And we got 120k for winning the EFL Cup. That explains why teams don't really care about it, because you got 120k for winning that. Nothing, is it really? Right, scouts. Scout, dilly, scout, scouts. Was it going to end of March or beginning of March? March. Nothing. Oh, I think I've gone over the end of this, haven't I? Either way, let's take in Jacobs. Decker. DeWitt. Alexander Bruin. Jahan and Hendricks. Okay, so a couple of decent players there. Next up, we've got France. 71 to 94 will take. You're not good enough. You're not good enough. 77 to 94 will definitely take. And 72 to 94 will take. France is looking pretty good this month as well. Into England, 73 to 93. Henry Clark is a no. Rhys Davies is a no. Ollie Evans is a no. Patrick Richardson is a no. Max Thomas is a no. Jordan Lee's a no. And finally, Lance Jackson's a no. Okay, we'll leave it there then. Because we've done all of January, all of February. We'll come on next time then. That'll give us March, April and May. Just finish the season off. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Of course, if you have, if you have enjoyed this video, please do hit the like button and of course subscribe if you would like to see some more. I've been Chevy Gamer, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again very, very soon for another episode of our Manchester United Return to Glory career mode here on FIFA 20. Goodbye.